Hi chaps, Simo P here from Beard, Biceps and Batchat. Today I'm bringing you a little bit more gameplay from my AMX 12T. Now this is a mastery match, so it's taken me about 12-13 battles to get mastery on this. On this we're on Steeps, it's a tier 7 game. So what we're doing is pushing to the middle of the map on E5, and what we're looking to do is try and spot their tanks that are camping the ridgeline, just so our team can get damage in on them and we can get some spotted damage. Unfortunately, they had a cheeky chap of a scout who impeded my advance, is the best way to phrase it. So we've had to be a little bit cautious. I'd prefer to push up to F6. That way I can make sure I can see all the tanks. At the minute I'm sort of on the peripherals of the tanks that are deployed, so I haven't got every tank that I'd like to in my view range. That's a little bit problematic. As you can see from the teams, they're quite heavily they have more heavies and more mediums with quite a lot of TDs. Now our TDs generally are going to sit at base, take shots into their ridge line, but for me to enable them to do that, I've got to be able to spot the tanks. So their light did a good job there and really held me back. Now they've obviously got a little bit more of a mobile team, so they realistically should be pushing two flanks, one or two tanks defending their ridge line. So they're pushing left and right at the minute, as you can see. Again, I'm being quite cautious, just sticking in the middle, just advancing slowly, just taking my spotted damage as I can get it. You'll also see me reloading fairly frequently, unless I know I'm going to be in an engagement in about 17 seconds. You know, there's no point being a shell down. I may as well keep all my shells. With it being a tier 7 match, I can do quite a lot of damage here, so I want to make sure and keep my full clip ready to unleash that damage. I hope anyway, I hope. So as you see at the minute, we are 2 tanks up. We've got a heavy spotted. We know a heavy's on our right hand side. On our left flank we're a little bit open. There's not really too much going on from us. We're not defending it aggressively. Potentially we've got 3 TDs sitting back behind our ridgeline that should be sat there, especially as they've got a medium all the way up to A6. They've got at least 2 top tier heavies pushing that side as well, but we've just completely given up that flank, so this is going to pose a problem in later game. So again, I'm playing quite cautious. Obviously I've noticed the damage on a A6, 2 heavies just sat there, but what I'm concerned about is I'm spotted at the moment. If I don't keep that rock between me and the hammer, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So it's at this point I decide, let's shoot back to base and see if we can help the TDs out. If we're not doing direct damage, can we at least keep the guys spotted, so we can get either spotted damage and the guys and the TDs can deal with them, or can we get some flanking shots to try and immobilize them? So I'm not playing overly aggressive, I'm just keeping a nice open position in our third of the map where I can keep all the heavies spotted that are lit up at the moment. It's probably worth pointing out at the very bottom we've got a breakthrough on our right flank. Our mediums and heavies have broke through, just as their heavies have. Not quite as aggressively, but nevertheless they're in the enemy end zone. So I've noticed one of the Tigers has got in a very good position. He's going to cause some serious pain to our TDs, especially as he's got the other heavies in A6. So essentially, if he gets in position, they're going to be able to set up a crossfire and just wreak havoc on us, take our base, and just absolutely rinse us. So what I want to do is try and deal with this Tiger too. Just start putting shots into him. It may not be a huge amount, but you know, hopefully it's enough to sort of either slow him down. He's a one hit at the moment. We set him on fire and take him out. So we've not done a huge amount of damage. We've got plenty of spotting at the moment. So we've got the Motherland and very low health Tiger 2 at the moment. So I'm just reloading my clip. I'm just popping back and forth, just making sure I can keep them spotted for our guys, so they can get shots as and when they can. There's not really too much I'm going to do to that Tiger 2. One thing to notice with this tank is if the turret isn't facing you and you're fully aimed in, before you're spotted, generally you should be able to get 2 shots off between them spotting you and turning their turret towards you. So you've got to make sure you're always taking advantage of that. Put the 2 shots in. Even if they bounce, they're at least turning their turret towards you as you're moving back behind cover. Now at this moment it's quite a tight match. We've got an equal number of tanks left, and it's going to come down a little bit to positioning and spotting. They've got their arty left, but our team has me, a scout, left. That's quite a big advantage at this point of the game, especially as I'm in an autoloader. So what I'm looking to do here is just to keep an eye on the tanks on my right hand side and that motherland. I need to keep the hill to the right of me, between me and that Centurion, to make sure he can't get shots into me, because I am spotted, but try and get shots into the motherland. So the arty's having a go for me. So again, that hill's directly behind me. I'm not spotted, the Centurion's not spotted, so I know he's not getting shots into me. I'm trying to be a little bit clever here, and what I want to do is actually push around the right of this hill and get into the back of the motherland, but I realise there just literally isn't enough time to do that. He's going to engage fairly quickly, so I push on him hard as he crests, get behind him and just take him out. Now I'm spotted again at this point, and I know again they've still got a medium around B6, B7 who can get shots into me, so I'm trying to keep hard cover as much as possible between me and that side of the map. We've got our medium and heavy in their base that are trying to engage the medium heavy they've got over there. So currently we just don't know where the arty is and the other heavy tank. So I'm playing a little bit cautiously. I'm waiting until I've got my full reload, and what you'll see me doing is stopping now and again just to let my binos go up, just so I can see if I can spot anything. So at this point we know where all the enemies are, we know the hammer's there. Now we know the full layout of the team, we've got to make a decision. Do we push onto their base and see if we can help out our heavy and medium to try and take out some tanks, or do we stay where we are, try and deal with the Centurion, and see what happens after that? So what I decide to do is, as I'm spotted, I try to just get a last little location on the Centurion just to confirm where he is for the TD and heavy we have at D2. Just so they can keep an eye on him, they know where he is, they don't need to worry too much about him, and they have a general idea of his location. So what I've decided to do, after seeing the help go up from cute POV 57, is potentially let's go to their base, see if we can help clean up over there. They've got a very low health hammer. He's done a great job by himself, he's done a lot of damage, he's taken out that hammer. Let's try and rush across. We've been spotted by the Centurion, so we quickly dive into cover as quickly as this tank allows, and we're going to try providing some assistance, see if we can spot the arty, and just see if we can get our autoloader gun being active and being effective, because at the minute with the Centurion there's not overly much I can do without exposing myself, and with so little hit point, 600, I just can't do that much. So he dies, our heavy in their base dies, and we've got our Comet hiding at the back, making sure he doesn't die. Now, I judged him initially. I thought, what is this boy doing? He could at least be doing something. But he's useful later on, and realistically, he's doing the right thing. He's in a good location. He knows where the enemy is. He could provide me with support and fire, I hope. So I've been lit up by the medium. We've got the T29 to my right. He's fairly low health. So although he should get one shot into me, do some damage to me, I'm pretty confident with the autoloader we'll take him out before he can do anything else. So I'm trying to be a little bit crafty, just using these rocks so I can get shots on him before he can kill me, just to protect my hull a little bit and just to try to conserve my hit points as much as possible. So what you saw me do there was go from normal ammo to premium. The reason was I've only got 2 normal shells left. Moving to premium, I can load 6 shells. I feel I'm going to need it for this little cheeky medium on the right hand side. He's in a good location. He's sort of torn between shooting at me and the Comet. The Comet is he's feeling a bit ballsy. He's taking shots as and when he can. He's requesting fire on that boy. So we've got to help him out as much as possible. So I've been spotted by him, but I'm just trying to take my time a little bit. Yeah, I can see he's turning towards me. I aim for where I should go through, but I don't. As I'm bouncing, I'm not overly concerned. Now the reason for that is he's got his turret turning towards me, so our Comet can get shots into him freely. So it's a win-win either way. So we managed to take him out. We take one shot. We're spotted, so again we're at the point, we're looking for that Centurion and their arty. Now their arty's got in a fairly unusual position, but yeah, he's not playing like a normal arty player. He's playing quite actively. He's not just sitting at the back doing nothing. So you know, I'm not going to call him Sky Cancer or anything like that. He's not. He's playing very well. So I'm fairly certain I'll spot the arty before I spot the medium. So I just load the AP, put the shot, or try to put the shot in Centurion, get the first one in on him. We're down to 4 AP shells. That's more than enough to deal with the Centurion and the arty, but at the same time I still need to be a bit cautious. The reason being, the Centurion can still take me out without me taking him out first. So we had his back facing to us before, he's facing the oncoming threat, so I just get round the back and just start putting shots into him just to take him out. I got lucky getting the kill there, so thank you guys, appreciate that. At this point I'm getting a bit giddy thinking, oh, I'll get the arty now. No, not to be. Someone beats me to it. Only got 5 kills rather than 6, so no Top Gun. But what we do get from this match is a mastery in about 12-13 games, so that's not bad for a tier 6. I hope you liked the video, guys. If you have any tips, hints, did I do anything wrong, what could I do better, let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel.